Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing Missed Messages. Sorry about not getting Friday's upload. I ran into some technical difficulties while recording audio for this. This is take 4 or 5. I screwed up audio majorly. And well, let's kind of get into this review. So Missed Messages is a really nice looking game. And the art you can see from the menu a second ago was really nice looking. And the story is also really good. So, you have that little, not really a cutscene, kind of click through to read, but they put you in this little dorm, and the art style in here was just so nice. And then, like, the map that they put so much detail into it. And it's just kind of like looking at it, it's like not supposed to be a Mac, but yet you know it's a Mac type thing. And then each option that they give you for the story-wise here will affect how the outcome is. I ran into 3 different endings while playing this game, and I'm sure there's more that I missed. And it's just kind of nice what you can do in this game. I like games that you have options, you know, it's like linear games are fun, but like this is linear, but yet you get options along the way that change it up, where it's just like, if it's one linear, you get one ending. They're usually fun for one playthrough, but for like this game, I tried to get all the different endings possible, and it was quite enjoyable while doing so. And then the memes that you're sending to Goth GF on here, they're actual memes. You can go Google them and you'll find them. So I found that kind of cool. And then they really give you a lot of options, and then this is where you can really see the artwork of the character design really show itself. Man, I cannot speak at this early in the morning while recording. And like the facial expressions, and it was just really cool to see and nice to see actually them put this much effort into getting the art down, and I found that amazing. And I really enjoyed playing it also, not because of the story, but because of the art too. And this game does cover some heavier topics than like a normal one that I would play on the channel. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So I'm showing the more family-friendly ending one. I will show the ending of the other one at the end of this. But I do feel like this one is not the family-friendly game on like the topics that they talk about. But you'll see later on. I did speed this part up a little bit so I can show you more of the entire game. This playthrough originally took me like 10 minutes, give or take. But I did, because of the added ending and stuff and all that other stuff, it pushed it into 10 minutes. So it was like 12 minutes originally, and then I cut it down to like 6 overall. Not 6, this part was 10, cut it down to 6. Yay. Math. And one thing I do like about like just looking at the scene here is like the lights are alternating, so that's nice to see. And then the camera moves as you move your mouse around, or who's talking. And the detail on the nightstand, the lamp with the cord, the pencil with paper written on it, the brush, how they put plants in the windows. It just makes it feel more alive than what it really is. And it's like as the conversation progresses, the characters on the bed, they move around. And May's the girl on the right, and if I remember correctly, they never gave you a name. So you're kind of nameless. And the more I play this, the more I notice things like where the characters are lying in the bed, you can see a more of a shadow around them. It really makes the game seem more alive. And I'm like, this is like the 7th yawn while recording. One thing I do have to say is this game is a little more emotional. You know, all the other ones have been like, okay, yeah, I enjoyed, but this one it does try and hit your emotions while playing it, which, you know, most people usually don't like too emotional. It's like people play horror games just for the jump scare, but this one does try and hit like the emotional strings. So that is one warning I do want to say um, while playing it. And it's as you can see Potato in the like, shot, May from a side angle. In each one, it's a different art style. Not art style, drawing. And I don't know if it's just me, but to me, I think the blue sky in the background slowly starts getting darker and darker. You know, someone's gonna be like, yeah, it's just you. But if you notice, whenever they have times, it started at 1:07 p.m. And the more you progress in the game, the farther along the time moves. And then here's the second ending. And you can see like time 11:21 p.m. And this was a sad ending for me because if you notice during the recording, May would sing happy birthday because it's your character's birthday. And yeah, now you notice it was a suicide. This funeral part was sad, but I really enjoyed the game overall. And let's just see how I rate it. Oh yeah, one more thing is I like each ending would give you a different the end, whatever. So how I rate enjoyability, it was a 9, and it was super enjoyable. I probably should have given it a 10, but you know I'm stupid. Controls 9, one mouse button. Can't ask for anything else. Visuals 11 out of 10. They were phenomenal. I really enjoyed the visuals in this. They just did a really good job overall with visuals. Sound got a 10 out of 10. The sounds were just on point with May singing and everything. Story was amazing, so that got a 10 out of 10. Couldn't ask for a better story. Overall, it got a 9.8. It is an amazing game, and I really enjoyed playing this one. But let's talk about the pros and cons now. So, pros and cons. Pros. The graphics were amazing. They were just on point. I really enjoyed seeing them, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy seeing it. It's just a nice, different mix into the game. Story was just over the top. It was a short game. You know, one playthrough took tops, I would say, like 10 minutes. The depth of what they did in the game on like what they would talk about during conversations, if you went with the longer route, was just on point. It was really nice. It felt like you were kind of a part of it. The sound, I really enjoyed the sound on how they did all of them, put it all together. And pretty much everything else I missed. This game was one of the best indie games I've played. It's right under Atlas. That's still by far my favorite one, but yeah, it's just as an amazing game. Cons? Well, I found nothing wrong with the game. and I really think all of y'all should pick it up and play. It is sad at parts, but I think it's worth playing to everyone out there. So link will be in the description down below. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and click one of those little icon things down there that will send you to the playlist or another video it recommends, and subscribe. Thanks again, and y'all have a wonderful day.